have started. So today what we will do, we will write down two algorithms, that is bubble sort and insertion sort. Okay, bubble sort all you know, and insertion sort also we have done in our theory class. For those two sorting technique, what we will do for design analysis algorithm and data structure for this lab, we will write down the code for insertion sort. We can write it down using a function, okay? And then we need to generate randomly. We will generate 50,000 number or 25,000 digit or 20,000 digit. Okay, this way we will randomly generate, as we do not have any kind of data set with us. So what we will do, we will randomly generate some of the number, and that is might be 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, this kind of number we will generate. And then we will note down all the timing. First we will take, say, 5,000. First we will generate 5,000 numbers, digit. Okay, that is integer only you can take, or you can take float as well. Then what we will do, we will note down how much time it is taking for execution. Okay. Again, we will take generate the number 10,000. Then we call the sorting technique, say we are calling first the bubble sort technique. And then again, note down the timing, how much time it is taking for execution. Okay. And finally, what we will have to produce, we have to produce a table which contains the how many number you have generated in first column. In second column, you have to write down for all these number, that is 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, and this way, or for all these number, how much time it is taking. Okay, for these two things, that is x-axis, we will take how many numbers we are taking, that is 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, and so on. On y-axis, what we will put the timing. 5 second, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, and this way we will plot the timing, and let's see what is the growth of the running time. That is how it is, how is the visibility, how we can see, visualize, that is the growth of the algorithm, the growth of the running time. Whether we would like to see, as we are increasing the data size, whether time is also increasing with that, or after a certain period time is decreasing or time is stable. That we have to see. Okay. Now, as I have taken one code from internet, okay, that only I'm sharing it with you. It is, I had uploaded this thing on your files section in this channel only. So that also you can look. Okay, let me open that thing. And that algorithm is for the quick sort only. I had provided, not for insertion and bubble sort. For bubble sort and insertion sort, you need to write down the algorithm by your own. Only thing is, from this algorithm you can see how we can evaluate the time. Yes. Here, this one. Can you see my screen? The whole thing is uploaded on your file section for this channel. Whether the code is visible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Whether it is visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now here it is just quick sort, that is it is swapping it down. Here also only quick sort algorithm it is following, which you haven't done. Here you need to write down the algorithm for insertion and bubble sort. Bubble sort and insertion sort, all you know. Now after that, what is there, what exactly, for this only I had given this source code. In main function we are taking an array and there is two integer are there, and we have taken the clock, okay, that is to start the stopwatch and to end the stopwatch. Then we are taking how many numbers we are generating, and by using array-nd function in C, it is a C. In C, by using array-nd function, we are generating some randomly, we are generating some numbers. Okay, after generating these number, then if you are generating 10,000 number, 20,000 number, don't put printf, because you won't be able to see the numbers properly. So what you will do, first you try it with 5, 10, 15, 20, so that you can see all the things on your screen. And then later on, if it is all these 10, 15 numbers is coming in sorted order, after that you generate 5,000, 10,000 and 20,000 number. Okay. Then after generating all these random number, then we starting the stopwatch by using the clock function, that is st variable we have taken here, they have taken, and here they are starting the stopwatch. After starting the stopwatch, they are calling the function. Okay, now you can understand when the stopwatch should start while calling the algorithm. It should not start ekdam initially agar start kar denge, then it will take the timing for this randomly when we are generating the number. Okay, there also, but we are not going to do that. We would like to see ki how much quick sort, how much when while sorting, how much time it is taking. Okay, then we here the clock is started by using the clock function. After that, the function we are calling like quick sort. Quick sort, that function, it has been written over there. This quick sort, you need to write down insertion sort and bubble sort, and that sorting technique we are it is calling over there. Okay, after calling it this function, then it is ending the stopwatch, starting the stopwatch, ending the stopwatch. Then TS is the time in second, that is time in second we are calculating by this. You also do this, that is end time, starting time, and divided by clocks per second, that is 60 second. It will produce per second the value. Okay, and then you print the sorted number. While printing the sorted number, again, if you are taking 5,000, 10,000 number, that time you do not need to print the sorted number, you need to print only the timing. And when you are checking whether the algorithm is working or not, that time you take 5, 10, 15, 20 elements, and then you see whether the sorted number is producing or not. Okay, after that, when you are generating 5,000, 10,000 and 15,000 number, that time you do not need to display all the sorted number. What you need to display? You need to display the time. Okay, and in a table like say this kind of table, you have to either you can generate or you can write it down. This kind of table here, in the x-axis you need to write down the yes, one minute. Here you need to write down the number of array elements, number of array elements, and there you need to write down the timing in second. Okay, and this way, if you are firstly you are generating 5,000 number, you note down the time in second, and this way you generate at least 10 points we should take so that we can plot this number in a graph. Okay, you can use graph paper, or you in programming also you can plot the graph. Okay, that depends on you. And whether on which platform you should work, there is no hard and fast rule. You can use Java, you can use C, you can use C++, or you can use Python as well. So whichever platform you are comfortable with, you write down on that platform your algorithm and get the time. And then after that, you have to, in your lab file, you need to write down the code, and you, as the output, you need to produce the table with the graph. Any question here? मैं ऑडिबल थी कि नहीं थी? किसी का आवाज नहीं मिल रहा है?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ओके, तो अभी तुम लोग स्टार्ट तो करो. हाँ, अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम होगा यू कैन कॉल मी जस्ट. ओके, एंड गौरव सर, आर यू देयर और नॉट?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here, ma'am. I'm here.
Okay. You just stay for some time, and whenever they are comfortable, then you can leave, and then later on also again you can join. That also can be done. Okay, so give them some time to understand the problem, and then again you ask them whether they have any doubt or not, and clarify them.
Okay, ma'am.
And this way,
Sure, ma'am.
is that okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, okay, you all first discuss among each other. I'm just leaving, and then I'm just muting it. I'm not leaving the channel. You all discuss, and then if there is any question, you can ask me. Just give me a ring. I'll be there. Okay? तुम लोग पहले देखो एक बार. It is already uploaded in file section, huh? Word file में. Okay, I'm stopping the sharing, huh?
Okay, ma'am.